Today we're going to take a look at what we call the FLUKE 11x multimeter series. There are several in this particular series. The one that you see in front of you here is the one we're going to highlight today. But the series comes, there's a 110, a 110, which has no current capability. The 113 and the 114 also have no current capabilities, but do basic AC/DC voltage measurements, continuity and resistance. The 116 meter is specifically set up for those of you who may be working in HVAC. It doesn't have the current reading capabilities, but it does measure temperature directly as well as capacitance. The one we're going to talk about, as I said, is the 115. It's one in front of you. We'll go through that in detail. You should know there's also a 117, which is the almost identical to this meter, except that it has another feature called non-contact voltage, sometimes called volt alert. There is a function on that particular meter that allows you to select the function, and anytime the meter gets in close proximity to a live AC signal, it will beep to let you know that you may be getting close to something you should try to measure. This particular one, kind of do a reveal here. It comes in a blister pack like most meters of this particular kind. The blister pack includes the meter itself, some basic instructions on the display, and also inside the case a set of FLUKE TL75 leads. They also have the little protective tips on them. This is directly out of the box. In addition to that, within the package, there's also a accessories brochure, and this, which is an interesting thing to read, is the IEC compliance. It will essentially tell you the differences between Cat 2, Cat 3, and Cat 4 in 3 different languages, if that's of interest to you. The manual is, I would certainly recommend, if, regardless of what meter that you buy, you take a look at this. There's any number of things in there about what the different symbols mean on the front of the meter, in addition to specifications, some safety information that it would be of interest to you, and generally how to use the meter, how to use it in measuring resistance, AC/DC voltage, measuring current. This particular meter, as I said, does measure current up to 10 amps. So all of these things are described in detail inside the manual. If there is an addendum to the manual, it will usually be in a little yellow supplement, which would say that on a particular page there is something that had been changed since the manual had been published. In addition, from FLUKE, there is a statement of the calibration procedure, which is essentially saying that this meter, when it was manufactured, was tested and with instruments that were calibrated, and it met those calibration standards. That does not say that this particular meter was calibrated or is calibrated. If you buy a meter directly from our company, DSS Tech Services, it will come with a calibration certificate as well as this calibration practices statement from FLUKE. Generally speaking, these are like most others that we have reviewed. The battery compartment on this particular one is also includes the stand. Any meter that you buy from us will come with a Energizer industrial battery. Most meters that come from Fluke do come with Energizer batteries. We just upgrade that to a Energizer industrial. Putting the battery compartment, the battery back in is just essentially a matter of putting the back on, and then there's a Phillips screw that holds the entire tilt assembly as well as the battery compartment door in place. So now you can get it where it's to rest on the tilt stand off. This is AC voltage. I'll turn on the backlight. That's this little button here with the light bulb on it. Anytime you have a orange highlight above it, that means that if you push the orange button, you will select that. In this particular case, when you are in AC voltage, when you select that one, it will change it to hertz, which means you could read the frequencies. Pressing it again, by the way, will take it back to AC. This is DC voltage. This is up to 1,000 volts, both AC and DC. Then on this particular meter, on the 115, you have a millivolt function as well, which allows you to measure millivolts AC, which is the first selection, or by pressing the yellow button, you can get it to millivolts DC. Basic resistance, measuring ohms up to probably 40 meg, as I remember. Continuity test, essentially when you press the leads together, it will beep. This particular one is for diode tests or PN junction tests. You can press the button again, you get capacitance measurement. Down here on the bottom, you have amps DC. This particular one will measure up to 10 amps. Again, you have an HZ at the end, which means that if you are measuring amps and you press the yellow button, you will get the frequency of the signal going through the meter. And the last one is DC amps. Again, this is up to the 10 amps. Generally speaking, this is a very good household meter. This particular one is called a field service meter. Need to keep them dry. They don't do well in the rain. But generally speaking, this is an excellent meter for just all around measurements around the house or in the garage. Obviously, Fluke makes much more accurate meters and some that have more capabilities, but this one is a good, easily held meter with a large display and a backlight. If you have any interest in this meter or others that we may be able to provide, don't hesitate to call us or leave some comment, or if you would like for us to interview or review this in any greater depth, or any other types of devices that Fluke may produce. Thanks for your interest. See you next time.